What moment made you understand your parents were failing you? I never invited anyone over after school because I knew they would notice things I couldn't explain away. Why is your mom passed out on the couch at 3 in the afternoon? Why are there so many empty bottles in the trash? Why is that baby in the crib screaming with a soaked diaper? When Jasper invited me to stay at his place for the weekend, I started making excuses before he even finished talking. I told him I had to watch my sister and he said, "Bring her too. My parents love babies." I almost laughed, but Jasper said, "Seriously, we have a crib for when my baby cousin stays over." I asked my mom that evening while she was on her 8th drink, "Mom, can I go to a friend's house this weekend? I'll take the baby." She waved her hand and said, "Yeah, whatever. I need a break from you both anyways." She didn't even ask where I was going or when I'd be back. She just rolled over and passed out. Jasper's dad picked us up Friday after school, and the first thing he did was check that the car seat was installed right. He said, "Is she eating solid foods yet? Or just formula?" I told him mostly formula when we have it, and he said, "Got it." We stocked up. Nobody had ever asked me what my sister needed before. When we got to their house, Jasper's mom reached for my sister and said, "Oh, she is just precious. How old is she now?" I told her 6 months and she smiled. That is such a fun age. Then she looked closer and her smile faded. Has she been getting enough to eat? She seems a little small. I made up some excuse about her being naturally petite. Dinner was at 6, and everyone sat down together without anyone needing to be woken up or convinced. They asked me questions, but never anything that felt like a trap. Jasper's dad asked, "So what do you like to do for fun?" I froze because I could not remember the last time I did something for fun. I don't know. I guess I don't really have time for hobbies. After dinner, his mom gave my sister a bath without me asking. She came out holding my sister in a towel and said, "Honey, when was the last time someone put diaper cream on her? She has a pretty bad rash." My face got hot and I said, "I try to, but we ran out last week and my mom said it wasn't important enough to buy." She touched my shoulder and said, "It is okay. I have some. I'll take care of it." That night, my sister fell asleep in under 10 minutes because the house was quiet and warm and nobody was yelling or throwing things. I laid in a bed with sheets that smelled like laundry detergent instead of cigarette smoke and could not fall asleep for hours. My brain kept waiting for something to go wrong, but nothing did. The next morning, Jasper's mom made eggs and fed my sister mashed banana while I ate. Jasper's parents took us to a park and pushed my sister on the baby swings while Jasper and I threw a football around. For a few hours, I felt like a normal teenager instead of someone's dad. When I checked my phone Sunday morning, my mom had only sent one text that just said, "When you coming back?" Jasper's dad drove me home Sunday afternoon. When we pulled up to the house, I grabbed my sister from the car seat and thanked them for having us. Jasper's dad said, "Hey, you are welcome back anytime. I mean that." He paused before adding, "If you ever need anything, I mean anything at all, you can call us." When I walked into the apartment, I found my mom exactly where I expected her to be, asleep on the couch, surrounded by empty cans and old takeout containers. My sister started crying, and my mom woke up just enough to yell, "Can you shut her up? My head is killing me." "Mom, did you do anything but drink this weekend?" She sat up and glared at me. "Don't you dare come in here judging me after you abandoned us for 2 days." I wanted to scream that she was the one who abandoned her own baby, but I just put my sister in her crib and started cleaning up. The whole time I just kept thinking about how Jasper's parents were real parents. They didn't need their son to take care of them or make him feel guilty for being a kid. Something in my head shifted, and I could not unsee it anymore. On Monday morning, I made myself go to the guidance counselor and told her I needed help.